Hello everybody, Sinusk111 here, and welcome back to more Civilization VII as Catherine the Great. So far, the ideological playing field looks even, with democracy, communism, and fascism being chosen by one leader each. But as more leaders consider their choices for which ideology to follow, I follow suit, and I've been leaning towards fascism like Harriet Tubman, so I could go after Xerxes and capture a few of his settlements, and then potentially to Trung Track. But realizing that Genghis Khan and Pachacuti still have yet to choose which ideology to follow, I think I should wait a couple more turns before making a final decision. They could both potentially go to war with me as well if I make the wrong choice, so for now, I think my next civic is going to be globalism. It's only going to take 14 turns, and it'll get me another settlement limit for when I am ready to go to war with those with different ideologies. Meanwhile, my Cossack can join my army commander, being the final unit available for the time being. At least until I can open more unit slots for my commander, of course. Yeah, I get it. That was an old notification for Xerxes joining democracy. I still don't really have a whole lot to lose with Friedrich, given that we're still hostile towards each other. City Park would do nicely in Roma. I think I'll get an ironworks too for Neapolis. Excuse me. And a sawmill, too. I say would be good. Does mean I'll have to relocate one of my rural population. And our explorer from Roma is now complete and ready to head towards the Redwood Forest. Okay, I do see that there's one exploration artifact available in Laurentia. Actually, not very far away from my civilization. It is within Friedrich's territory, though. So I'll need to be a bit careful about that. There is another natural wonder up here, the Grand Canyon, that I could have my explorer do as well. And one up here, Vinicuna, that I somehow forgot about. Somehow forgot about the Grand Canyon, too. I'm just forgetting about all the natural wonders I've explored. Confucius has joined communism. Fitting, since China is a communist state in the real world. I don't know where his territory is as of now, because I haven't been exploring all that much back in antiquity or exploration. And I've yet to do all that much exploring in the modern age so far, too. It might be a good idea to buckle down and get to it while the opportunity is hot. I'm gonna master electricity in the meantime. Okay, Ravenna is only gonna take 1,750 gold to convert to a city. I think I'm gonna wait until the price is lowered again to convert it. Still. Maybe after this next population comes about. Samoan has been defeated. Still not my concern. Okay, the Majestic Redwood Forest is gonna provide us an artifact. Oh, wow. Look at how many artifact slots the museum has. Definitely thanks to Catherine the Great's leader ability. And the artifact in Sparta is gone. Can't really say I didn't see that coming. It would definitely be a good idea for the time being if I got my Explorer going towards the Grand Canyon. It looks like an impassable natural wonder. Which I kind of understand. It is a ravine, and it is going to be pretty hard to climb out of it without calling for help. Once my Explorer digs up the artifact from the Grand Canyon, I'll have him move towards Vinicuna to get an artifact from there, too. Buried Glory. Among the objects turned up by curious eyes and diligent hands, a tarnished metal eagle surfaces, the missing standard of the legendary host Legion when the Russian people called themselves Roman. Ooh. I don't know if I've ever had this narrative event before, but I think it all depends on what kind of modern age civ you choose and what antiquity age civ you've chosen in the past. I will enshrine it as a symbol of past glory and future. Definitely one for Catherine the Great to take advantage of. Let's do combustion next. More combat strength for cavalry units is always a good thing. It looks like Trung Trek is going to war with Friedrich. Is she at war with Friedrich? Yeah, she is. Still not really of concern to me.
The well-being of
Globalism's completed. I can have my Explorer start creating an artifact for the Grand Canyon. Lessons of the Land. Beyond her cities of stone and glass, Catherine looks to other empires for inspiration. Upon the bedrock of exchange, her people build a society for the ages. And I need to have 4 trade routes. That shouldn't be a problem. I can just purchase them for cheap. I'm gonna have to be very careful about which leaders I send them to, though, as they can potentially go to war with me, thus eliminating the opportunity to build a trade route towards them. I'll have much better luck with those leaders who have the same ideology as me, but I don't know if that's gonna be few and far between yet. Nineveh has 5 resources, so I'll send this merchant over here, and this merchant can go to Delhi, Genghis Khan's empire's new capital. The Mughal Empire, namely. That's what it's called. Tecumseh has joined fascism. Oh dear.
so readily do people adapt.
Yeah, I'm definitely leaning more towards fascism at this rate, since that's what more people are choosing, I believe. I forget that Confucius has chosen communism. I don't think he should be any concern to us if we choose democracy or fascism. It's pretty far away from us. I'll do industrialization mastery for more combat strength for my infantry units, is what they're called. I think it would be best if I were to send trade routes to Sparta and Chukuito, just so I can complete the Lessons of the Land quest. I completed the city park, and now I'll have to... Okay, I already have a laboratory. I think I'm gonna get a rail station going right over here. I'm gonna hold off on the rail station in Betet until I can get a rail station in Preslav. Okay, I do already have a rail... Okay, the rail station in Preslav is already in progress. Something that I somehow forgot about. Plovdiv. Don't really want to spend any gold on that yet either. And here come my trade units. The only... Can I not send a trade route to Sparta? I thought I could. Well, maybe I could send a route to Inuit Nunangat. Even if it's for the silver. And nothing else. Depending on what happens once globalism has been mastered, I may want to go ahead and choose... I may want to go ahead and make a final selection on what ideology I want to follow. Still most likely going to be fascism, but that could change. Industrialization has been mastered at least, and next up we are going to do radio. Got all these resources available to us now. That's all I can do for the time being. Have we discovered a new continent? And our explorers naming it Pangaea. And it's over here, towards Mongolia. Or Mughal. Sorry about that. Serfdom. I've been procrastinating on completing the Russian unique civics. So that would definitely be a good idea to work towards while the opportunity is hot. Chukuito, you now have one of my merchants in your borders. Now let there be a trade route. No resources to assign, unfortunately, but hopefully Delhi will have some. Oh. turns out I did have 4 trade routes now. Somehow I had one that I didn't even know about. And we achieved level 4 with Catherine the Great. Beautiful. Okay, it's a scientific attribute point that I got, and that is going to go towards +5 science per age. So that means 15, since we're in the modern age. Yeah, this music's really going somewhere. To legendary places. Really showing how high stakes the game is now. And could potentially be later on. I think it's time to get a rail station going in Patavium. Doing it for the gold, though. Mind you. Our explorer has arrived at Vinicuna, and is now ready to create an artifact for it. But I'm not seeing any more natural wonders anywhere. Or wait, there is one I could do right here. For Zhangjiajie. Though that is gonna be a little while before my explorer can get to it. I'll get urbanization mastered. Genghis Khan has joined democracy. Oh dear.
Men accept civility.
So I guess that means if I chose fascism, I could be in danger of being attacked by either of these two leaders, since they both have democracy. But I do have a load of gold in store, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and spend it all on some defenses for my empire in the form of landships. Rifle infantry is tier 2. Not really what I want at the moment. Though they would help if I'm short on gold. So I do remember that there is an independent power between Tarnovo and Xerxes' territory. So I may not be as big of a risk as I think I would if it were, unless it were incorporated into Xerxes' territory. I think it would be best to go for fascism right now while the opportunity is hot. Especially given that we're now halfway into the era. Here's hoping I'm making all the right moves here. Rail station in Preslov's completed, and next will come... Let's get our first Obshina in here. +2 culture if placed on tundra terrain. +1 food on all farms in this settlement, though I don't see any farms in here. Whatever. For the motherland! I think I'll go ahead and get an Obshina in Neapolis, too. Look at all the farm it has. Oh, it's got only 3. Still, it would be pretty nice to have. Patavium's got a load of farms, too. 7 of them. How nice. Outside the system, in one another, the farming collective of the Obshina has found a safety net against the hazards of life. The Cossacks don't always understand, however, wondering why anyone would ever relinquish the freedom of the steppe. I'm close to another celebration, so I guess people must share their strength for 900 culture. It's getting fascism completed slightly faster. Old-fashioned farmers is what we got next, immediately after. The Obshina population grows in community alongside its expanding farmland, and a recent census calls for the reallocation of certain plots. While the intention is to increase efficiency and food production for the whole community, not all families are happy with their new parcels. +3 food on Obshina. Why not? It's gonna get our settlements with lower populations up. Definitely helpful on that front. Got me an additional landship. I think it spawned here because I have an armorer right here. I think armorer is the one that will get land units to spawn in it once they're completed.
The face of a city changes.
Okay, so some relationships have shifted. Obviously, the ones who are also following fascism are starting to like me a bit more, while those who are following everything else are starting to like me less. That's going to have a big impact on how I'm able to potentially complete the ideological legacy path in the next few turns. But we got our 3rd natural wonder artifact. At last. Lost Roman Eagle. Why? Okay, I'm gonna have to definitely assign that. Don't want to miss out on anything relic related since we're playing as Catherine the Great. I think I'm going to do +3 combat strength on all units for 10 turns in case we are to prematurely go to war with anyone because of our ideology. I'm going to do preservation societies for +3 science from displayed great works. Once again, Catherine would definitely like that. I think I need my explorer to be directly on the natural wonder over here to... Oh, there's another one down here too that I missed as well. How's that keep happening? I wonder. Stromboli has erupted again.
For authority.
But it doesn't look like any buildings surrounding it have been damaged. Yeah, it looks like we're all good here. The brave new world. The nation, only the nation, all for the nation is all it says. And we have to have 30 military units within 20 turns. That should kind of be easy. I'm just gonna have to move my landships over to the west a little bit. I believe myself to have enough gold to meet the criteria for completing this quest. It's dwindling, but I think I'll be able to make it. Alright, that leaves me just enough for Tarnovo. And maybe one more. I think it would be a good idea if I got one for Plovdiv too, in case Xerxes were to declare war on me and he was trying to take Plovdiv. And we got these 2 attribute points from the Fascism Civic. Let's do +2 gold per age for every active trade route, while that's still a good idea to have. And let's do commanders gain a free level. So that means I'll have to assign a promotion to my army commander, the only one I have on the map. And we'll do quartermaster. +1 gold for each unit packed in this commander. It's mainly to work my way towards unlocking those last 2 unit slots. But that's a good investment still. I gotta produce something for Preslav. Maybe another landship. Oh, I'm just 3 short from completing the Brave New World quest. Drat. Well, I've got plenty of time. Still 20 turns. Genghis Khan has declared war on Harriet Tubman. It's not really my concern yet until it becomes a problem for me. Gonna master flight. Gotta put all these landships to sleep. It's time consuming, but at least it'll get me leagues closer to completing that quest. That's all of them. With me having all these landships in here, getting my gold back to what it was is gonna be kind of a challenge. But I can handle it. We're neutral with Genghis Khan now. Our relationship being hostile is the key to declaring formal wars, so definitely gonna have to keep my toes up for that. Our Explorer has... Oh, that is an impassable wonder. Well, I suppose I can have my Explorer excavate an artifact from here now. For yet another artifact.
The sound of
It should automatically be put on display, given that I have these 2 available slots for it. We're neutral with Xerxes now, too. I haven't really seen any more leaders choose ideologies yet, but that could change. I'm gonna have to get another landship in here to further maximize my chances. Roma has completed its rail station. I'm gonna have it produce the next landship after the one in Preslav is completed. Gonna take the same amount of turns as the one in Preslav did at the start. Friedrich Oblique has joined communism.
just as more.
As if tensions weren't high between us already. But we did get an artifact from the Zhangjiajie. And that gets us the first milestone towards Geographic Society completed. Only... five more to go before the next milestone, and 10 more before the path is completed. Nice. Armor's definitely gonna have to be a must in case they have stronger troops than me. Let's get another rail station down here. Matter of fact, the only one I can build on this island of Ohrid. That'd be pretty. We're not quite unfriendly with Genghis Khan or Xerxes yet. Though, I may want to consider declaring war on Genghis Khan pretty soon, since I have a slightly lower relationship with him than I do with Xerxes. Yeah, we're unfriendly now with him, along with Trung Trak now. I don't think we should be worried about Trung Trak for the moment, since there are settlements of other leaders between us. Okay, our landship in Preslav is completed again. Have it sleep for right now, and I think I already have an Obshina. Okay, that's a hidden fortress. That's an Obshina. Yep. I guessed correctly. And I think I am going to do a cultural festival in Preslav for the time being, since I am shorter on culture than science. While I'm thinking about it, I would like my army commander to head towards Delhi so I can be poised to ravage some of Genghis's settlements. Okay, that gets us the Brave New World quest completed, now that our final landship has been completed in Roma. I think I have seen this quote in a recorded run before. the militaristic attribute point is tempting. Let's see what we got next on the tree. I feel like if I were to choose the Iron Fist, it would be a waste of an opportunity for anything more useful, so I think I will do the militaristic attribute point. History is a struggle for dominance. Always has been, always will be. That gets us +2 healing for any damaged units. And let's do a schoolhouse. Okay, 18 science if I overbuild the Guild Hall. I will do just that. And I'll get an Obshina right here. It is gonna overbuild a farm though, so that's gonna yield less food than it actually says. I believe. I have seen the yield for food still be 6, even after placing it there. I guess it's just my mind playing tricks on me. As it always does. Oh dear. Confucius is already attacking Genghis Khan. I take it. So that's something I'll have to watch out for now. I still want to wait until my army commander is at the borders to declare war on Genghis Khan. We could be hostile towards each other at any moment. Same with Xerxes. We got armor researched at least, so I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade all these units real quick. Same with this land ship and this field gun. Tier 3 all the way, baby. And we got the artifact from Mount Kilimanjaro. Placed nicely in this museum, but that's all the room we have. I think I'll get a museum going in Roma, too, after this schoolhouse is completed. Sounds like an optimal choice, 11 culture and 5 science. Tecumseh wants military aid. Sure thing. In case you're into any wars that, like I am going to be within the next couple of turns. Mobilization will definitely help too. And then don't see any more natural wonders I could make artifacts out of. I can just have my explorer do some exploring, hence the name. Oh, we're actually neutral with Xerxes now for some reason. Never mind. But we are hostile now with Genghis Khan and Trung Trak. I'll also want to watch out for Confucius as well, since he does now have a settlement near my territory that he captured. Gonna upgrade that to a tank, because I could end up needing it in case my plan comes close to failing. Let's do Table of Ranks, which is the next civic in the Russian tree. Do I have an Obshchina in Ostia? Yes, I do. I know it's not one per settlement, but I don't want to waste it on overbuilding any farms, because that will diminish the Obshchina's usefulness, potentially. Okay. So I think with that, I think I am ready to head in. Okay, just want to check if it's a formal war, since we have a hostile relationship. Let us begin. It is on, like Genghis Khan. I guess I could have said Donkey Kong, since that's what the first Mario movie said. Kind of wanted to make a reference to it, but you kind of get the idea of what I said just now, too. I hope. I'm gonna get another tank going in Preslav. Gonna move this land ship over, have it sleep. And Neapolis, I'll let you have a rail station now. Okay, it's 19 up here. I think I'd rather take the slightly less reduced production over here, over the clay pit. Growlball Man. As the bog waters drain, something twisted and black tumbles out. A body. Its hair, clothes, skin, fingernails, all turned to the color of the bog. An archaeological treasure or a victim of murder? We don't really know how old that is. That's the thing. There could potentially be some problems with declaring it an archaeological treasure, but I'll give it a try. What's the worst that could happen? Story continues. The body found in the bog is put on display under glass, but disparate groups fight to claim it. The Historical Society sees the body as a collective ancestor to be honored, while forensic scientists consider it a priceless dissection opportunity. Let's honor the ancestors. It's for the great work. Once again, Catherine's thing, but we cannot store it in anything because our palace and museum both are already full. Our schoolhouse is almost completed, but we still have a museum to construct if we want the man to go in it. Uh-oh. Pachacuti? Oh dear. And Pachacuti hasn't even selected an ideology yet, though it is likely that, yep, he is allied with Genghis Khan. Okay, they don't have any other alliances for now, so I should be relatively safe. Though I think upgrading these land ships up here would be a wise choice. In case I get attacked like that. Xerxes is wanting to denounce me. We're unfriendly towards each other still. I think I am going to cancel the diplomatic action, since I don't really feel ready for him to declare war on me yet. He could potentially want either Plovdiv or Shiraz, depending on what his goals are at the moment. Oh man, it's gonna definitely take a while for me to even capture one settlement from any civilization whose ideology I oppose. Meanwhile, my explorer's all the way out here, just looking for another natural wonder or opportunity to dig up an artifact otherwise. I could have my AT gun target this ship of the line. I don't want to leave Betet unprotected either. But I don't have enough gold to purchase any of these units, besides what's up there. Oh dear. But my tank can surprisingly finish off this landship. I'm very surprised it had movement left for that. I don't want my explorer to go around in circles, so maybe it would be best if I had him circumnavigate the globe. Well, I see an opportunity for it. Oh... Crud. Now we've got a three-front war going on. Pachacuti, Genghis Khan, and Xerxes. I'm presuming that Xerxes has formed an alliance with... Oh, no, he hasn't. Though he is allied with Napoleon. What's Napoleon's ideology? He hasn't selected one yet, either. I'm just gonna have this tank heal up for a bit while all the chaos is going on right over here. Oh, there's some units from Addis Ababa coming to get me as well, so best upgrade this landship into a tank too. And right down here, too, that could potentially have a natural wonder, though I'm not sure on that. Oh, dear. I should have seen this coming. He is allied with Xerxes, after all, as I saw earlier. I guess the saving grace is that I don't know where his territory proper is, unlike the case with Genghis, Pachacuti, and Xerxes. So I can be grateful for that. But I think I am going to go ahead and finish off this part right here. I'm gonna have to calculate how many points I'll need to fully complete ideology. That would be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 20. So I would have to capture 7 cities from I would have to capture 7 settlements from opposing civilizations with opposing ideologies if I want to be the most efficient. But it could be a matter of time before Napoleon and Pachacuti select their ideologies. I'm not betting that it will be soon, but we'll see. We will see. Until then, thank you everyone so much for watching, and I will see you. Bye!